Hello everyone, I hope you're all well and thank you for coming and joining me for another update on the Polyglot conference. So I'll just chat a little bit as we're waiting for people to join, but got some nice news for you today. Always good. Definitely nice to come with you, to see you with some news on the conference. Didn't get too many questions in about the conference. I guess I'm hoping that means that I've given you lots of information and with these regular updates, and that you're in the loop as to what's going on. So the only question I had was about whether or not what happens if you can't attend a live session. There are no live sessions, as in the presentations are pre-recorded this year. And that's for a few reasons. So one reason is to avoid technical issues, so that basically we don't have to worry about people being on at a certain time. The second reason is because we don't want to have people make them have to take a slot that is, say, an hour long, when maybe they've got something really nice to say in 20 minutes, and they don't want to stand on stage for 30 minutes for a slot to come and end and then have questions. The third reason is that we want people to be able to watch them all over the world whenever they want at your convenience. What's the point of an online conference if you can't just do kind of a Netflix and chill style thing and watch what you want when you want? So that's the fourth reason. The fifth reason is that so our speakers can actually relax during the event itself and enjoy conversations with everyone else taking part. And really, that's one of the things that I think with a live event, one of the things that we miss, and I watch many of our speakers frantically running around, or they have to lock themselves off in a room somewhere for at least half of a day before their actual presentation to just prepare last minute things, to check that the technical stuff's working. There's a lot of stress around that, and I wanted to kind of minimize that. We don't have to have that level of stress at an online event, especially not for our speakers and especially not for our participants. So we would like to have the speakers welcome as participants too. And so for all of those reasons, which I hope you will agree are good reasons, we're going to have all of the presentations pre-recorded, and then we'll drop them on Friday, on the 15th of sorry, the 16th of October, and we'll drop them all at the same time. And on the Friday, we'll do that. And then basically you'll be able to see whichever ones you want, when you want, over the whole 10 days. And you'll have 10 days to watch them. We'll probably give you until around the Wednesday to submit any questions, and then we'll compile all the questions and make sure that our speakers have a few days to answer them, and then give a response, whether that's a video response, whether they do a live session. There may be a few live sessions where we can do something like that and record them, but we can be flexible, and it gives everyone a chance to sort of to take part in that way. So yes, what's this? Okay, I thought I saw a message there, but there we go. I can carry on. So that's what's going to happen. We've been looking for volunteers, and Anya has been working on that on the other side of the coin, working with getting volunteers together to help with some of the videos. So we've been getting a lot of great presentations through already. Some of our speakers are working to just the finishing touches to the presentations. And as this is an online version, we can have flexibility. So if you've got something and you've just seen the conference now, you've thought, I should have applied to speak. If you think you can get me something before the end of this month, reach out and fill out the speaker form. Let me know when you filled it out, and we can check and see whether or not it's possible. We can basically continue to add talks to the program. There's no problem doing that. It could be that you want to do a 10-minute, this is my language, this is how, what my life is like here, this is what the culture is where I live, where I'm from. You might want to share something like that. You might want to share Particularly language things are quite cool. People enjoy like language workshops and stuff. So you might want to do sort of a, you know, a 101 of a language that you're really into, or a language you speak, or your native language. And feel free to do that. Reach out, and if you think you can get a video presentation prepared and recorded and sent over to us before the end of this month, you're more than welcome to do that. I think I've been through 26 videos so far that I've received. So we've already got 26 presentations definitely confirmed, because they're already processed, and I've got them prepared with our intros and our outros, and I've sent them back to the speakers and to check. And then we're gonna have some really cool stuff going on. But there's definitely room for more. We can always have more, and I think that it's always good to be flexible, to add more to the program for more and more people to find something they want, and to spark discussion as well. It's good to have discussion. It's good to have questions and answers, and have conversations going on. Now, I need to say a special thanks to Paulino, who has been working very hard on our team to help support speakers with their presentations, with recording. He made a great video to actually go through what you can do to make a cool video presentation online, free of charge, without having to download special software. It's really, really good. And Paulino, if you're listening, you know, thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Lo agradezco mucho. He's worked so hard, and also Anya has been going through all the videos as well on the back end, looking at all of the videos that have been coming in, giving me some great feedback as well. And I myself have been watching some of the videos too. And honestly, there are some really good videos. They're all, I mean, they're all excellent, obviously, but this year we're in for a real treat. I've got to say that some of the presentations, like they just blew me away. I mean, just really blew me away. Really good. Now, talking about talking together and doing things, I've got something exciting to let you know. And that is that you can now go to the website and click the register button, and something happens. You can actually register to show that you're interested in being part of the conference. You can also not only do that, but you can, when you register on our forum. And what that means is that you can take part and start talking to people who are already on the forum. We had a week last week of people going onto the forum and starting to create threads and talk to each other and interact. And when it gets to the conference, what we're going to do is open a special area for the conference itself. So make sure you tick on your registration form that you want to join the conference. If you're at this and watching this video, I guess you want to join the conference. So make sure you tick that. And as I promised at the very beginning, we're not making the conference a paid event. It is a donation-based event. So if you do not feel you can make a donation for the conference, you are welcome at the event, and we want to make it as open to as many people as possible. So it's going to be a truly global event, and we're very pleased that we'll be able to have that happen. The really cool thing is this year, because some people are not on Facebook, some people are not on YouTube, some people are not on Instagram, some people are on different platforms, and what we want to do is make sure we have everyone together. So we've decided that the best place to do that is polyglotconference.com, and on our website we are able to now have you all talking together on the forum. You can get to know each other, you can create your own profiles, you can message each other, you can talk about languages, and you can do all this ahead of the conference. And then when the conference starts, we'll have a special forum for those taking part in the conference where you can join in. Now, the other good news is that even if, let's say, for example, you join the conference, you can take part of the conference any of the 10 days that we have available. During the time of the conference itself, it will be time for you to access the videos any day you want, any time you want. It's all up to you. You'll be able to organize events with friends, so that you can discuss when you want to meet together, when you want to practice languages, meet new friends, get old friends as well, and all get together and meet up around the conference. You'll be able to find your own little area to go in to talk. This will become more clear as the technology is rolled out, but you will be able to do that. You'll also be able to arrange talking around a sort of a watch party and watching a video together and talking about it. So you can do all this kind of cool stuff too. There will also be italki teachers on hand to guide you through conversations. So you'll get some feedback while you're having conversations if you want some support, and use that support network. So our sponsors at italki are providing teachers all the way through the 10 days, so that you're going to have not just the opportunity to have chats with each other, but also more structured chats where you've got somebody in the room who actually teaches the language, and you'll be able to join in. And we're going to have these going on periodically throughout the 10 days, all the way around the clock, so that everyone everywhere in the world can take part and enjoy some of that anytime they want. There's no fear of missing out. You're all going to get an opportunity to do things that you want to do. And without a program, it means that we can spend more time together. So when you're downtime, when you've got other things that you want to do, or you don't feel like talking, you can watch a video, you can watch one of the presentations, and you can ask questions about it. When you want to engage, you can go onto the software that we're going to have available for you to talk with people, meet with people, and also through the forum agree when you're going to meet up. So there are going to be lots and lots of opportunities for you to have a really nice time at the conference this year. I'm really pleased that you can start talking to each other now, and that you can build up those relationships and get to know each other before we actually have the conference. So I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm very, very happy that we've got this option. So I encourage you to go to polyglotconference.com and sign up now, register for the event, and register for the conference, register for the forum, and just be part of it. So please do join in the conversations. Please do add your own thread, introduce yourselves. As I say, the conference this year, all you need to join the conference this year is a love of language. So you don't have to speak many languages. You can speak one language, that's fine, as long as you love language, and a smile. And online, this means that you just get out there and introduce yourself. Take that step to put yourself out there so that you can meet other people, and write on each other's threads. Make sure that you sort of mix with each other, and this is the way we can do it this year to actually make new friends. It's a nice opportunity to sort of not just sit and watch it as a conference, but also to get really involved and to make it as much about social interactions online, meeting people we wouldn't normally meet. I considered other options, like there are Facebook groups that we have. Unfortunately, with these groups, what I find is topics of conversation get lost very, very quickly. So you have like one post, it's funny, we all laugh, we all have a comment, and it disappears. And then you have another one and people laugh and then it disappears, and they talk and they argue and then it disappears. And what we don't have at the moment, and what we now do have, is a list of topics, sort of topic areas, areas on a forum that we can go and interact just on language stuff. And we've also got a non-English language thread, so you can add your language that you want to speak and you can practice it. If you want to make a little blog thing of your own on there too, you can do that. You can say, from now on, right till the conference, I'm going to do every day I'm going to write an update on my language learning, and you can maybe make something like that as well. There are so many possibilities with a forum that can just help you with your language learning, but also help you engage with other language learners. So really, really pleased that we can do this. Hi from Mexico. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Todo bien? And it's really, really nice to see so many of you coming here to the live sessions, and also getting involved in the groups that we have, the Facebook groups and things. And I hope that you will come and join us on the website now. Join us through the website, polyglotconference.com, and make sure you sign up. And then we know you're going to be registered for the conference, and we can reach out to you with the necessary information when we're ready to actually release the room for the conference itself. And then from there, you'll have all the information you need as well for actually going to all of the parts of the conference, whether it's interacting on video calls, whether it's just through the forum that you can just use from now right the way through, or whether it's you know, being able to go on and just sort of find out where the videos and stuff are. So you'll be able to do all of that cool stuff if you go on. So there we go. I hope that you know, this update has been a nice surprise for you all, that you can now go and do this. As I say, the videos of the speakers are still coming in. If you do still want to speak and you think, okay, well, look, I've got till the end of September, I can produce something before the end of September, and it could be a short 5, 10, 15-minute thing on a language. It could be something just interesting that's, you know, that you think would work really well and that people would enjoy. We're not confined to a program of 50-minute slots anymore. We can be very flexible with the program. We can be very flexible with what we put out there, and you know, what we share. So if you're interested, please do check out the website under call for papers. You can still fill it in, but just let me know when you've done it so that we can check and make sure that we get back to you and update. So there we go. If there are any questions, I'm very, very happy to answer questions that you may have. I'm just looking, here we go. Posso partecipare? Sì, certo, Gabriele, è possibile. Quindi polyglotconference.com. Allora, se vai lì e poi fai anche login per il forum e tutto, e puoi anche indicare per la conferenza poliglota per poter partecipare senza problemi. Sì, benvenuto. Dzień dobry, pozdrowieni z Polski. Dzień dobry, Kamila. Jak się masz? Nice to see you. So, nice to see you all joining. I really, really appreciate it. So if there are any other questions about the conference, I'm happy to answer. Salut from Yemen. Hello, nice to see you. Hola, Buenos Aires. Hola, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Bună ziua. Ce mai faceți? Nice to see you all joining. Thank you. So if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have about the conference. If you would like to have a language chat as well, I'm very happy to turn part of this into a language chat too. Of course. Susanna, nice to see you. Suzanne Zakour, thank you. Merci pour ta présentation. C'est super. So we're going to be updating the website very soon. We've started that work. There's just a little bit of fine tuning to do on that, and that will be done soon with some of the speakers. And we'll have that updated soon, so you can see who's going to be talking this year. I can promise you there are an awful lot of very, very good presentations. I've seen a number of them. I'm so glad that there's people wanting to join. Facebook has only just updated with lots of messages. I'm so sorry. I'd love to build the conference though through my company, Windot, and maybe even develop pathways to talk about this, how polyglots can position themselves for growth. Yeah, sure, Stephanie, why not? Please do, Stephanie. That sounds like a fantastic idea. Yeah, please do. I would love to see more presentations. I think the more the merrier, really, this year. I think we've got the opportunity to be really flexible. So if you do have things that you want to share, and you've got an important message, please do fill it in. And I will, if you do it today as well, I mean, if you fill in your ideas today, I'll check before I go to bed tonight, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. It will be very quick if you do it tonight. It's a Sunday for me. Okay, I couldn't retrieve the confirmation mail for it. Carlos, for what I don't know what your confirmation mail is. If you send me a separate message, maybe we can figure that out. Yeah, Michael has just reminded me as well. There are a couple of other things that I wanted to announce, and that is we've got 2 events going on this month. So next weekend is going to be the Polyglot event that's taking place. It's a Brazilian polyglot event. And then the weekend after, which is the 17th of September, we've got Women in Language, which is taking place as well. So do remember to sign up for both of those events as well if you want to get some extra experience talking to people, listening to people talking about languages. You've got 2 events to look forward to this month. That's next weekend is Polyglotar, so Poligtar, and then Women in Language. And Women in Language is actually not just for women, it's just it's a female base of speakers and led team, but it is for everyone, and doesn't matter what your gender is, all genders are welcome. Okay, so please do check out both of those events too. Cześć Wojtek, jak się masz? Will there be a general donate button? Good question, Michael. So the donate button at the moment, I'm just figuring out how we're going to do it. Right now, I just wanted to get you all talking and get you all onto the site. And what I'll do is we'll figure out whether we have a general donate button that we put up, or we just send out people who wanted to register for the conference. If you want to donate a certain amount, then you're welcome to, and we're very grateful, obviously, for any donations. We do this as a hobby. It's unpaid work, so it's very nice to have the money. And in case anybody's interested what we do with the money that we get, we pay for things that we need to pay for. Often we get money as well from sponsors, so we can pay for certain things from sponsors. What we can't do always is invest in other activities. So, for example, this year I was able to take some additional money that I had from the Polyglot conference from last year and invest it into filming the language event in Edinburgh, which isn't a cheap thing to do. If anybody knows how much it costs to take a film crew to an event, film it, have it edited and sent to you, it's not cheap. So we do things like that with the money. And basically the reason why I think it's important to do that is that the information should be available to as many people as possible. And so I always like to share everything eventually with everyone. So, okay, there might be a delay from, you have to have a reason to come to the event, otherwise everything will just be online, right? So it's just that it's delayed slightly. If you come to the event, you have the advantage of seeing the content first, and then also taking part in obviously meeting people and talking together. But then I think that it's really important that the information is shared. So whether that's academic talks, whether that's people who just love languages, or people who work with languages, I think that the information is really important to share with many people all around the world. So that's why we put it all on the YouTube channel eventually, and you all get to see what comes out of the conference, and then also any money invested in like the language event that we did in Edinburgh at the end of February before the pandemic, then you all have access to that too. So yes, thank you for talking about the money thing. The donations are really appreciated. I personally really appreciate it when people value the effort we put in to help support this kind of work. It's something that is a labor of love. Really enjoy doing it, and doing it does cost money. There's no two ways about it. It's nothing is free. The only thing I can offer for free is my time, and the last few days I've taken 3 days off work of holiday. I took 3 holiday days to work on the videos and to reply to people and to do different things. It's been very, very busy, but also very enjoyable. So no complaints at all on my side. Really, really enjoyed it. I also want to give a shout out to some people who've been helping with in the background on the tech side. And that's so Judith, Maya, and Adam Scott. They've been really, really helpful in sorting out getting the forum, getting the website ready for the forum. And Brett and Esther are working in the back end still on some more structural stuff for future events. So it's really positive that they've still got their plan and the vision for how this is going to be in the future, and we're working towards an integration of all these systems so that we have a really cool site as we move forward into the future. For now, though, I did need to mention that because I got some really, really nice extra help And again, they dedicated their time to doing that for me. So really, really appreciate it. Thank you both very, very much, Judith and Adam. Okay. Can you repeat the information in Spanish, please? I don't understand. I'm from Mexico. Claro, es que lo que estamos haciendo ahora es, tenemos el sitio web polyglotconference.com, que hay un vínculo en Facebook, entonces puedes ver en Facebook. Y allí se puede añadir tu perfil para participar en el foro que tenemos, para hablar con todo el mundo, y también para indicar tu interés para participar en la conferencia también. Y desde ahí tenemos unas 6 semanas para hacer todo eso. Y luego, para la conferencia, vamos a tener la conferencia en el foro. Entonces, vamos a tener como ¿cómo se me diría? No sé, una parte del foro para la conferencia. Quería decir una habitación, pero no es una habitación, es una parte del foro para la conferencia, con todos los vídeos, todas las presentaciones y también con los vínculos para poder charlar, hablar con todo el mundo de la conferencia, todos los otros participantes. Así que va a ser una conferencia realmente muy flexible, con las posibilidades de hablar con todo el mundo y también ver todos los vídeos cuando tú quieras. Así que así va a funcionar. ¿Te ayudó un poco esa explicación? Espero que sí. A ver. Have you thought about contacting Wikitongues? Carlos, do you know, somebody mentioned that to me, and I think I did write something. I've not heard anything back. If somebody wants to say to Wikitongues, and if you have contacts there, any organization that wants to take part, or what would be good for taking part, and you have a contact, it would be great if you would be able to just reach out to them and say, have you heard of the Polyglot conference? Have you thought of applying? It'd be really, really good to see you there. We'd appreciate it as a community. I would be very, very welcome for you to do that. So Carlos, it's a really nice idea. And I think if you want to write to them and see what they say, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm a bit short on free time to be able to chase too many people. It's a little bit overwhelming, unfortunately. So I can do a certain amount, and maybe that might be a volunteer job that you might want to take on, Carlos, to reach out to people like that. That would be really cool if you could. There's the form is online, so feel free to reach out. De nada, de nada. Así que lo más importante es que todo el mundo entienda lo que estoy diciendo. Así que si puedo repetir algo en otro idioma, también aquí estoy. If you need me to answer anything or tell you some of the information in another language, please feel free to let me know. I'll do my best. Hi from Russia. Hello. Dobrý den. Dobrý den. Jak se máme? Z České republiky. A kde v Čechách? V Praze? Nebo... let me see. I just upon my sounds nice. Greetings from Mexico. Hola. Okay. Can someone learn a language? Okay. I'll try and get to the language questions in a minute. I just want to finish the Polyglot conference ones, and then I'll see if I can get to the language questions as well. I'm happy to talk about languages, of course. Si je peux parler français, pour dire quoi? Pour expliquer ce que j'ai dit? D'accord. Donc, ce que j'ai dit, c'est qu'on a le forum maintenant sur le site web polyglotconference.com, et vous pouvez aller maintenant parler avec les gens qui sont déjà là. Et aussi, on va voir une partie du site web pour la conférence, en fait, cette année. On va voir en fait, toutes les présentations. On va aussi des liens pour les chats vidéo, ce qu'on va voir pendant les 10 jours de la conférence. Et puis maintenant, vous pouvez vous pouvez mettre votre nom, les langues que vous parlez, tout ça. Vous pouvez tout faire sur le forum. Et puis, vous pouvez aussi indiquer votre intérêt pour y participer. Donc, j'espère que ça va aider. Okay, so any other languages that you need me to Und Deutsch. Jetzt ist es ein bisschen Quatsch. Du hast es ja zweimal, Französisch und Deutsch. Es ist nur, um meine Sprachen zu hören. Okay, das ist ja kein Problem. Okay, wir haben jetzt ein Forum auf unserer Webseite und das ist eigentlich ja polyglotconference.com. Und also da kann man auch schon mit den Leuten sprechen, die da schon da sind. So da werden wir auch so einen Teil von Forum haben, eigentlich nur für die Polyglot Conference ja, und dort werden wir alle die Videos so reinfügen und auch die Links für die Videochats und alles. Also gerne, gerne Sie können sich jetzt anmelden und mal mit den Leuten chatten und so. Okay? Okay. I've just done that now in 4 languages, any other languages, going once, going twice, any other languages. I can try and do it in some others if you want. No, em português, por favor, também. Então, em português também, por que não? É uma língua muito linda. Então, temos agora o sítio web de Polyglot Conference, polyglotconference.com. Então, temos agora um fórum. Tá? Vocês podem agora fazer um perfil sobre o fórum. Também vai ter também uma parte do fórum para a conferência políglota. Então, e lá vamos ter também possibilidades para ver as apresentações e também os vínculos para os chats vídeo que temos para a conferência também, estes dias da conferência no outubro. Então, isso, polyglotconference.com. Tá bom? Okay. If I see any more languages now from the same person, I think I'm being trolled. And this is officially me being trolled, right? No, you're trolling me now, totally. You're totally trolling me. No, there are no Dutch speakers that will not understand my English. That's not even possible. Ja, ik kan het ook in het Nederlands zeggen, maar dat is eigenlijk niet, dat hoeft eigenlijk niet. Ja, maar we hebben wel een nieuwe website voor de Polyglot Conference. En ja, een deel van de website is eigenlijk voor de conference zelf. Dan kun je gewoon een beetje met andere mensen chatten en zo. En ja, is gewoon op polyglotconference.com en dan ja, alles is goed. Goed zo. Is that okay? Okay. Have you run out of languages that you're going to ask me to do this in? It's quite funny. I like it. This is like my old work. Turbo. No, I don't think I need turbo. Ya está, creo que está bien. Está bien. I can do it in a few other languages though if you really, really, really want it, but I'm not getting it. I'm not going to do it anymore. You will have your language switching. Yeah, this is what I used to do. This was my job. I used to have to answer the phone, and the phone would ring, and it would say the country, and I'd have to pick up the phone and answer the phone in the language of the country. Hello from Indonesia. Oh, selamat malam. Selamat malam di Indonesia. Ada website baru untuk Polyglot Conference dan di website itu ada ada Polyglot Conference dengan video dari presenternya dari Polyglot Conference dan dengan link untuk video chat dengan orang-orang lain di conference itu. There we go. That was my go at explaining it in Indonesian. Indonesian is not one of my good languages, but I hope that you understood my Indonesian. Okay, so yeah, selamat datang ke Polyglot Conference. I love it. I love Indonesian. It's such a pretty language. Okay, let me see. Nobody needs a translation into Icelandic. Okay, that's hilarious. I love it. I love it. You're all having fun with me now. I can see. So this is the kind of thing we can do at the Polyglot Conference, of course. Ekkert mál á íslensku. Já, það gaman að heyra að gera íslensku með. Ja, það nýtt website fyrir Polyglot Conference núna og við erum með forum á website og við getur talað við fólkið frá Polyglot Conference núna og ætlar að gera líka svo Polyglot Conference í förinum og það ætlar að vera gaman. Já, allt í lagi á íslensku. Is that okay in Icelandic? So there we go. Polyglotconference.com is the, there we go. I like that you're getting me to do this. It's so funny. But yes, so anyway, it says, I suppose it shows I'm not a complete fake. But you never know, right? I could be a complete fake. Italian. E anche in italiano, sì, questo è più facile per me. Allora c'è il sito web di polyglotconference.com e c'è adesso il forum e potete anche registrare per il forum anche per la conferenza poliglota. Quindi c'è tutto il formulario che si può mettere tutti i dettagli e poi parlare con tutto il mondo anche adesso, e poi dopo avrà una parte del forum solo per la Polyglot Conference, quindi ci sarà una parte con tutti i links per le presentazioni, anche per un chat video che ci avrà. Allora, va bene così? C'è un'altra lingua? Is there another language that you need? I'm guessing I've explained this now in many languages. This is kind of, yeah, this will be my new, I can't do it in Persian. There's no way. There's no, unfortunately, my Persian is definitely not up to explaining that much. But I like your sense of humor. This has been a lot of fun. So are there any other questions about the Polyglot Conference, except to say in another, tips for Italian, please? Okay, tips for Italian. What kind of tips do you want? I mean, for just learning it or for just for practicing? What would you like to know about Italian? Swedish, ja, det går bra på svenska också. Så det finns nu en webbsite som vi har för Polyglot Conference. Så det är polyglotconference.com. Så vi har en forum för alla som vill prata med varandra. Och så kan ni se också vad vi ska ha en del av forum bara för Polyglot Conference ditt år. Och så det ska vara med presentationer och för videochatt med alla där. Så det ska, ja, det vore kul om du kunde göra en profil på denna forum på webbsiten polyglotconference.com. Okay. When is the Polyglot Conference? Cuando es el Polyglot Conference? Edward, it's difficult for me to say. Okay, sorry. Cuando es el ¿quieres en español? Porque es como parece una mezcla. Pero bueno, en español lo digo. El 15 el 16 hasta el 16 hasta el 25 de octubre. El 18 fino al 25 di ottobre. Quindi va bene così? Allora, so for Italian, learning Italian, yeah, I would say there are many books that you could use. Kakio Makedoni. Uredu, sve uredu ovdje. Kako je tamo? Jesse, ti. Gracias, de nada. Okay, any tips for speaking, practice a foreign language? Go to polyglotconference.com and look for new friends. Now you can see them. Svenska. Okay. Yeah, I've done Swedish. I'm not doing Swedish again. I've Swedish once. So cool. Let me see. Any tips for practicing? Yeah, practicing languages, go to polyglotconference.com, register for the conference, register for the forum, make new friends. There we go. What more can I say? I think that's a very good suggestion. Have I ever tried Romanian? Yes. Vorbesc puțin românește pentru că am lucrat la Moldova, la Chișinău. Acum nu am prieteni din România la Macedonia și nu am posibilitate să vorbesc foarte mult limba română, dar înțeleg foarte bine, dar nu vorbesc acum, nu vorbesc foarte bine. Pentru lucrările meu și texturi în limba română, nu foarte mult, dar este pentru mine o limbă foarte frumoasă și vreau să vorbesc cu mai mult cu românilor și să practicez mai mult, dar acum este situație este foarte greu. Is that okay? My basic Romanian. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find any more. Any more questions? I can't see any more questions at the moment. So if you do have any more questions about the conference, I'm happy to answer them. If you want to talk about languages a little bit, I'm happy to do that too. Otherwise, I will let you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I can see that you've probably got to the end of your questions, right? Baik. Terima kasih. How do you use songs to learn languages? I've used songs. So when I was at university, I used a lot of songs in Italian to help me improve my Italian. Learn some quite obscure words sometimes. So I'd learn to sing them and then learn obviously what they mean. So yeah, I have used songs before to learn languages or to help at least supplement my learning. I can't say that I've just learned a language from songs, but I have used songs to help improve my languages for sure. And it's fun. It's fun to learn a song in a language, right? You have to find the text, of course, and find out what it means. That's the important thing. Otherwise, you're just learning to sing songs, right? Have you ever tried to learn Romansh or Faroese or Italian? Italian or Frisian? Frisian, yes. I studied. I did a short course at the University of Groningen for Frisian. Faroese, I studied a little bit. I went to the Faroe Islands for a week and I studied it in Iceland before I went. I don't speak it very well anymore. I don't speak it almost at all anymore. Frisian's the same. I don't really keep it up. Romansh, no, I've never studied Romansh. I've looked at it, but I've not studied it. Brilliant. Cool. Okay. How would you revive a language? You mean a language that I've already learned, Carlos, or would you mean a language that's died that I would revive? I'm guessing you mean one that I've forgotten, I've studied and I've forgotten, and I would say that I just go back to my old books, reread them, listen to the audio again, and then find somebody to practice with. And that's kind of what I do with languages that I've not used for a long time. Right, I think I've reached the end of all of the questions. So I will leave you now to enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will look forward to speaking to you again soon. Remember to go to polyglotconference.com, check out the link for register for the conference and the forum, and join in the conversation, start some new threads in different languages. Let's see if we can really make this year a very special year where we can all connect with each other, interact with each other, and have a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this year. I think it's going to be great. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. Really appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye, everyone.